Hey everybody, this is Tim. Welcome back to another episode of Boone County Beekeeper. Now today is Saturday. It is June the 3rd, and I'm guessing it's about 10:30, 11 o'clock today. Going to be in the 90s here today, guys. Going to be hot. We've had a pretty good nectar flow here. Had a pretty good flow. Poppers coming down to an end. I'm going to say probably this week we'll wind it up. Still getting a little bit in, but with that being said, the basswood is not far away. I'm looking at the trees here. Probably 2 to 3 weeks, I would say, on the basswood, if it hits. Now, you know, the basswood, you just never know. It's hit or miss. Now, not going to really get into a lot today. I want to get in this hive right here. I went ahead and I've looked through some of the other ones I got. I've done some marking. All my queens are marked except these 3 right here. I'm not going to really bother these 2 here today except for looking into the honey super. But if this colony here, if you remember, this is the one that swarmed about 42 times on me. I don't know how many times it swarmed. I want to say 3. No honey. We didn't get, I don't think, a drop of honey. Just don't have the bees in there. They all gone. But I've not been in there, and I want to get in here today and check, just to check everything, make sure we still got a new queen, make sure that she got mated okay, make sure she's laying. Like I said, I've not been in there and probably, since actually since that one video when I caught that little swarm. So in this tree right here, knew I had a sail in there. I left it. If you remember, I told you I left that sail. Knew they would swarm again. It was a pretty sail. Hopefully they've made them a queen. They've had plenty enough time to be laying up good. Should be some brood in there. So I just want to check today and see before I leave here. And what I'm going to go ahead and do before I do leave, if I can find her, I'll go ahead and mark her. I'm not going to spend a great deal of time trying to find her. I just want to check for eggs, check for larvae and brood. Now, if everything looks good and I still don't see her, I'm going to take this medium right here, and I'm going to shake all the bees out of here because we still got a bunch of brood in here as well. And I'm going to shake everything down into the bottom box, and I'm going to put my excluder right at the top. Go back to a single deep configuration. And the reason I'm going to do that, I'll let this brood right here, I'll let it all hatch out, and then we'll let them put some backfill with honey, and then I'll start feeding as soon as this basswood's done, because that'll be our last flow. And we'll fill that thing chock full for winter time. That way they'll have plenty. But got to give them a chance to let that brood emerge out of there. So before I leave here today, I'm going to try to put that excluder down there above that bottom deep. So that being said, let's get in here. It's hot, guys. Let's see what we got and just go from there. I had a lot of hopes for this little colony, but man, they just, I don't know what it is, but these old girls here, man, they are some swarmy bees. If you remember, they was down at my house. I couldn't keep them in the box down there, and I can't keep them in the box here. So let me check here a couple of these frames. I don't think we have any nectar. I don't see any. Don't look like they've really done anything. Just, I ain't had enough bees, guys, so see what happens. Let me set this over. I put empty foundation on. It's still empty. Nothing. May not have anything in here. I don't know. Like I said, I've not been in here. We'll see. May not have any bees at all. I don't know. But we'll find out here in a minute. If not, we got time. Oh, I got plenty of bees. So we got plenty of time, and we'll see what happens. Let me pull just a couple of these frames real quick, see if we see any eggs. Or it's been a long time, guys, since I've been in here. No, Man, I got her glued down. Yeah, there's some honey, nectar. I've been putting nectar in that. They've eaten a lot of the honey. There's not a lot of bees in here, guys, so I don't know. We'll go ahead and let these girls do their thing. We'll get down that bottom box, see if we got anything down there. Not a lot of bees, man. Should have went over. Okay. Now, nectar. Stall nectar. So, looks like everything's pretty much emerged out, so that's a good thing. We'll shake all these girls down here in a little bit, unless we can see that queen. We'll see what happens. No signs of a queen yet, so. Good heavy box. Good colony of bees, but just, I don't know. They're real swarmy, man. I don't know. They've been a bear for sure. We may not have a queen at all. I may have to give them something here. I don't know. Nothing on that one. So we'll just have to wait and see. Right now I'm queen right everywhere, except one colony over there, just backfilling with nectar. I don't know, guys. This may not be a good thing. Empty frame right there. You probably can see it's all empty. I got one swarm over there that I caught, last one that I caught in between my house and. All right, we got a queen, I guess. There's a brood, and there is a fresh larva. I had a flashlight, but I see eggs in there, so we definitely got us a queen. We'll glance through here real quick. If we can see her, maybe we'll go ahead and mark her. I tell you what I may do, I'll let them go this week. I'll get everything shook down here into the bottom box. And then next weekend when I come up, I think what I'll do, I'm gonna hang this one up, give me some room. I think what I'm gonna do next week is I will maybe go over and rob me a frame or two of brood out of the one of them resource hives that I got over. Man, they are strong. And that, if I can get me oh yeah, we're gonna shoot a brood right there. So yeah, full of larvae. Oh, there's my queen. Okay, we got this queen. Let me get her real quick, guys. Hang on. All right, there she is. So that's what we wanted. So we'll mark her. No need to go any further. And we'll just go from there. So we know that's this year's queen. So we'll put a red dot on her. We'll shake everything down. We're done. But might give them a couple frames of brood. And what that light will do, then I'll put that excluder on there. And then I'll let all that hatch out. And then I always daub, let me tell you, these are good pens. This is the competitive advantage pens. But I don't know if you've seen Bruce Jenny's video about Big Red. And they will run on you, man. It's you got to really daub them off of there. And let me mark her, and we'll come around and show her to you. She's a pretty queen, but she's gonna be a swarmy one, just like her mommy probably. All right, there's the red dot. Let me come around and I'll show her to you. These little one-handed queen catchers, they're pretty cool. You can see that. Let her go down here in a minute. Let me get around here where I can see. See the red dot on her back there. Hopefully you can see that. She's a pretty queen. We'll just give her a minute and let it dry. You know, my dad, he's never saw a queen, so I'm going to stop this for a minute, and I'm going to go over and he's sitting over here. I'm going to show him this queen, and then I'll come back and we'll just go from there. So I'm going to hold on a minute, guys. Just sit still. Okay, guys, I'm back. Listen, sorry about that. My dad's sitting over on the tractor. He had never seen a queen. I thought it'd be cool to kind of show him. And I'm going to tell you something, guys. You got to be careful with this thing right here. This is a one-handed queen catcher, but let me tell you what else it is. It can be a one-handed guillotine as well. Now, daggone. I always wait till she gets there. Wait till she gets down there out of the way. And you could pinch a leg off. You could really mess her up if you're not careful. Chop her head off. You just got to really be careful. And sometimes, like this old mama, they get in there, they don't want to come out. Here she comes. All right, there she goes. There she's sitting on top. Them little girls is tending to her. Right back down in she goes. They freak out a little bit when you got that dot on them, because they know something just not quite right. So they'll try to get that off, but we left her. I think we left her there long enough. It should be good and dry. So. Well, there's one down. That's good. Got two more to go here. Not today, but we'll get them marked. So what we'll do now is I'll get everything smoked them down a little bit. These bees seem to be pretty calm. I'll get everything. So we know that we'll just leave everything on. We know that the queen, she's in this bottom box. We know that. We just watched her go. So we'll put this excluder on. And we'll go ahead and set this other box on. We're going to shrink this thing a little bit. So we'll go ahead and we'll put this one on. We'll let whatever brood is left, we'll let it hatch out. And that's good. So we're back down to a single deep configuration. These combs here, oh, they'll be emerged before you know it. Pull a couple more here and look at them. And I'm just going to leave. Actually, they're actually pretty dry, to be honest. Still got a little capped honey. Now this is no doubt, a lot of it's probably sugar syrup left over from last year. But we got to get these bee numbers up. So we'll let this go another week. Come up and check it. And I'm going to leave super off of it. I'm just going to leave it in this configuration right here. And we'll go from there. Now, about a week, like I said, we'll come up. I'll go over here and a couple of these resource hives. Go down that bottom and we'll exchange a little bit of brood. Try to beef these up, get them pretty strong. Maybe be able to take this box off at that time and put them in the freezer. These are the frames I like to use for winter. And I'll put a super back on them. And guys, we might just get a little basswood. I hope it hits this year. It's not been a great year for me. Now I did get the autumn olive. You remember that, but got about almost 39, 40 pound on it. Well, tulip poplar. This one here decided to swarm like crazy. 0 production on this one. I will say this, next year, if I'm going to do a damari, and I have been talking about a damari, definitely going to try it on these girls here, because they're swarmy. So we'll find out whether or not a damari actually works. Well, we'll do it on this one right here next year, if the good Lord's willing, and if I'm still alive. So you remember the tulip poplar. This colony right here, I've got some honey in here. I'm going to check them here before I go. This one here has absolutely been killing it. I've got probably a couple of supers, pretty good honey in there. Got about a super on here. This one here, I got to check it next. I'm not going to do it today. Next weekend when I come up. I don't know that they've swarmed. They may have, but definitely are down in there. I'm wondering if they didn't supersede that queen. I'm gonna have to get in there and find out. So I know what she looks like. I don't know if it's the same queen. She's jet black. Anything different than that, we know that they've either swarmed or superseded her. And then that'll just leave me with this one. I'm gonna make a split here in about another week or two, maybe next weekend, off of these old girls right here. If I can get me a couple good colonies here, this one, maybe this one, and the plastic hive over there to give me a little basswood production, I may go ahead and make me a good split off of here. And then that way everything would be requeened. So that's good. So guys, that's about it. If you don't care, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. I want to thank you for being here. This is Tim. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless your bees. I hope that you and your family's well. I hope everything's going good in your life, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Guys, be careful. Just a lot of things going on, you know, ticks, snakes, and I'm going to release a video here pretty soon on ticks. And just be careful when you're out there working around your bees. And this heat, man, it's getting hot now. So only thing I got left to do is check the long hive, and I'm going to get out of here for the day. I think we're going to go take a rest of our swarm traps down. So guys, again, thank you for being here. This is Tim, Boone County Beekeeper. Thanks for stopping by.